What's up, guys, and welcome back to ContractVille. I hope you're ready to put some blood, sweat, and tears into this episode because this is the biggest demolition mission I have ever seen. We've got multiple floors. We've got trash and furniture all over the place. Look at this, dude. We've got a staircase up top with even more stuff. There's going to be multiple ceilings and floors and foundations that we're going to have to take out. This is going to take such a long time. And the best part is, through the power of editing, I can enjoy all the strain. You guys can just enjoy the finished product. Oh my goodness, dude, that took so much time, but we finally got it done. Everything's taken care of. I don't know what's going on with this. The stairs are being a little bit funky. If I throw the box out there, this thing will show up. So yeah, just kind of a little glitch, but we got literally everything down to the ground. We did upgrade our demolishing tool, which was pretty nice, to be honest, but it still took a very, very long time. So we're going to take a big payday right here. I think this is going to be like $30,000, right? Let's go. We love to see that, and we've got a bunch of stuff we can sell and recycle. Don't mind me in the fact that I have a giant railing banister thing hanging out above the truck. Nothing to see here, folks. Our first stop is going to be the pawn shop here. Let's see what kind of an extra payday we're going to be able to get. How you doing, man? 147 to 151. Okay, not too bad. And our second stop is going to be the office here. We've got a nice haul of trash, which with the new compactor that we got set up at the end of the last episode, I think is going to be worth a pretty penny. I don't know that we're going to sell it quite yet because today's going to be an interesting one. We are really going to be investing heavily in our business here, and I hope it's going to end up being a good idea. We'll wait and see what happens. I can't multiple press that. Okay, so we're just going to have to do each one of these one at a time. Back this thing up a little bit closer so it's a little bit easier for us. But you guys can see up in the top left, our next mission is to purchase our own piece of property, develop a house on it, and then sell it, which I'm assuming is going to be one of the best ways to make big chunks of money in this game, but obviously that takes a long time. We saw how long it took us to build the house a couple episodes ago. It was like 5 days of in-game time of, designing and pouring the concrete and the foundation and everything else. So I really want to make it worth our while. And if we take a look at our properties that are available, I mean, there's a $95,000 property here. You've got details. It'll tell you floor limit of 1. It's a small lot size, etc. And then the more expensive you get, you could see here, like, there's a medium lot size for $332,000. The medium still keeps you at one floor, but it ends up going all the way up to, I think we've got one at $21,320,000. It's a large lot size. You can do 3 floors on it, which is ridiculous. So I don't know if we're ever going to build something that big, but maybe. And the thing is, especially in a business like this, if you're trying to make money, you can't be doing the backbreaking work. So today I really want to focus on trying to get some employees, and we're going to do it in the best way possible with other people's money. OPM, baby. We don't really have a lot. We've got $151,000 here, and we're going to try to do our best. We need worker cabins to be able to get this going. So I'm going to buy this. It's going to grant us 1 worker spot. So let's go ahead and purchase this. We do have enough money to be able to do that. Beautiful. It looks like we can upgrade it for 175 if we want to have 2 workers, but we could just start with 1 worker right now to try to get used to this. So that puts a little portable building out here. The thing is I'm trying to invest in our future so we can have cash flow coming in without being directly involved in everything. So it looks like we're not going to be able to go inside here. Do we have anything here? Your new crew is here to help. Employees can handle most construction, demolition tasks, and contract build, mail, and land jobs so you can focus on what matters most. They can't help with decoration missions or detailed work like placing stairs, tiles, or exterior cladding. Let them do the heavy lifting while you keep things on track. So we're going to start making the move from being, the guy putting the sweat equity into, we're actually going to be more of a contractor role. We're going to be hiring out, and we're going to have guys that can do the work for us. And I feel like that's going to put us in a really good spot. Obviously, like that, the demolition mission we just did that took me 45 minutes. If we could hire somebody to do the heavy work, and then we can collect the trash and go compact the trash and sell it, I mean, that's where we could start making a ton of money. And then we could get more workers. And then when we go to build these houses, we can have the workers do like the foundation and the bricklaying and the things like that, and we can really start churning stuff out. So it's my goal to try to figure out how we can get a little help today. So let's take a look at our employees. I think it's company. Employees is now unlocked. We're going to be able to hire workers. So Dean Illface has a daily wage of $1,021. Jacob Shortback is $38.18, and Ding Longfeet is $85.06. I'm assuming the 5-star is going to end up being worth it, dude. I'm going to try this. So we're going to hire him. Beautiful. Auto work is on. I say what we do is let's try to see if we can grab ourselves another demolition contract, which is probably going to be pretty far away. This is an easy one. Do we want to try a big one? There's not a lot of time left on this one. So I'm going to take the easy one. We're going to take Vincent's job here. Going to be making $13,500. And where are we going to be going? Of course, it's going to be back in the city. I don't know if our employees are just going to show up with us. I don't know how to tell them what to do. So, man, I really hope we're going to be off to a good start here. I hope he can just telepathically know that we're going to need him over in the city. I am so tired of going back and forth. Eventually, when we can get an office in the city, that's going to be huge. But we've already invested so much money in this office, I feel like it's null and void, you know what I mean? We could have gone right there, but we're just going to go up and around. Look at this beautiful sunset we've got going on here, dude. I love it. All right, so, yeah, this is big business here, dude. We're kind of at a crossroads. Like, we could choose, do we want to start small and continue keeping this a one-man show, little sole proprietorship, just, you know, making as much as we possibly can. We just have to invest our time. Or do we want to start, lights just came on, or do we want to start, you know, kind of starting to build some processes and delegate work and things like that, which I think is going to be the way to go. I really thought we were going to have to take a loan to be able to buy everything. We are going to have to take a loan if we're going to upgrade the trash compactor, which I feel like we want to do today. But we'll see. For right now, we aren't using other people's money, but we're definitely going to, okay. Dude, I could have gone inside, I could have gone outside. I just went straight down the middle right there. That was a strike. But hit that pole so hard I lost my train of thought. I think we're definitely going to be taking loans, and we're just going to try to really exponentially grow the business today, and hopefully that means we're going to be able to do some custom houses sooner rather than later. Oh, yeah. Dude, are you kidding me? I just did that giant office building, and you're telling me that this is the next one? This is his first job? One this small, this easy. Okay, where? Company, employees, orders, send worker here. Is he going to be on the map somewhere? Are you Dean? I don't think you're Dean. I don't think Dean would bring his wife to work. Okay, for now, I'm going to take all the trash out of this thing, especially the top level, because he's going to start taking it down from up here first, and we can at least kind of get things popping. I don't know if he has to pull up or how that works. Wait, that's our truck. Is that Dean coming in the white pickup, maybe? Dude, if he actually has to drive into work, that's going to be pretty sick. Okay, let's focus up, Trev. Hopefully he's going to end up showing up to work. Oh, there he is. He just spawned in. Dean Longfoot, $8,000. Let's see what kind of work he's about. Are you going to start? How you doing, buddy? What's your plan? Oh, he starts taking stuff out. Wait, are you kidding me? So if we have multiple workers, we could just hire them and they're going to come do the work? It said that they could take care of, like, you know, some of the basic building and some of the demolition. I didn't realize he was going to come in here. Is he going to start picking up trash too? I don't want him to pick up trash, to be honest. But at least he's putting all this stuff out at the street. And then we can choose to pick it up or not if we want. Dude, this is sick. Okay, again, we need to start up top. Otherwise, if you don't take the trash before you start deleting it, trust me, I learned the hard way. And the last one, then it continues floating. It does not fall to the ground. It just stays on an imaginary second level. So you got to make sure you get all this first. Grab these windows, chuck those off. Beautiful. The fact that we have help right now and it was only 75 grand, I mean, that's a lot for what we're currently working with, but that is going to be so worth it. Get that out there. I mean, we could literally leave. We could go to the pawn shop and the recycling center and stuff while he's working on this. We could even have 2 jobs going at once, or hire 2 guys, and then we could have 2 guys working on the same thing at the same time. What's he doing with this? I think he's picking up trash now. Okay, that's kind of cool. Kind of stepping on each other's toes a little bit here, but we're going to be fine. Just get all the rest of this trash here. And the trash is officially done. He even leaves the little bags out here, dude. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we could chill. Oh, we got to take this out. Oh wait, no, he's going to need that there. I messed up, Dean. I might have messed us up. We might not be able to get up. Well, he's swinging a hammer at something. I wouldn't say he's the fastest worker of all time. I might have messed. I hope he's getting Maybe 2 floors up on this one. I hope he's getting something there. I mean, taking the stairs, now we don't have access upstairs, so I don't know what he's gonna do. Let me back this guy up. You always wanna put your trash bags in first because those will be the last things to come off when you shift click, so we can go to the pawn shop and just drop all the other boxes off right away. Oh, Dean's still stuck in this corner, dude. I might have really messed up here. Oh, no, he's getting it. Hold on, let's watch his progress out here. Tell me, Dean. Yes, Dean, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. He is getting that there. Okay, he works a lot slower than I thought he did. I mean, I'm thankful for the help for sure. The thing is I think we're going to want multiple workers. I might just go get more workers and then he can work this even quicker. One thing I was thinking about doing is technically, I mean, once we get to 100% progress, you're like, it's not complete. Like it's pretty gracious in terms of what it calls 100% and lets you, or not 100%, but like completion so that you can move forward. Can we just press finish here? I mean, he definitely moves a lot slower than I was expecting him to, but if we could have multiple Deans working at the same time, that could potentially be pretty good. It's sad that I can't help him right now because I can't get upstairs, but at least he can telepathically hit second floor ceilings without being down there. The other thing I thought about doing is we could potentially finish stuff early. We wouldn't get as much money and fame, but when you think about what we have in here, we could kind of milk that a little bit. I'm gonna leave him be for right now. Let me try, let's come in. I'm gonna accept another demolish mission. Can we do multiple missions at the same time? We can. Okay, so we're gonna go do this one. And we're driving away. We're going doing our own thing. We're working on other stuff. And Dean is just going to town back there. So honestly, like even if we were building our own house or something, you know what I mean? Like we could just leave Dean doing his own thing. I don't, how often do we pay him? Is that a daily rate? Dude, I feel like he's charging a lot. It's under company, employees, active duty working. $8,000 is kind of crazy. Like that whole job right there is worth like 11. So, I mean, if he could churn one of those out a day, it'll be great, but he's not working too quick. We've got another one right here. Looks like the sun is coming up, which is going to help us out a bit, but let me work my magic on this real quick. I'll see you guys in a sec. And we did it. So the last one took us about 40 minutes to do, to pick up all the trash and take everything down. Obviously, this took us like 5 minutes for trash, and look at this. Quite the haul here. We've got a bunch of furniture. The only furniture piece we missed and we don't have room for the stairs. So I'm just going to take these out. That's going to be 2 things done on this. We can, I think we could just throw this away, right? If we just throw this in here, perfect. There you go. All right. So fully loaded truck. Obviously, we could take this thing down if we want. Now, if we take a look, this is the mission for Johnny here. We've got 262 walls to demolish, which honestly is going to take a very, very long time. Now, unfortunately, it won't let us end this early. I don't know where the mission progress has to be. Eventually, our employees could kind of help out with that. But for us personally, I kind of feel like if we go in, what happens if we just abort the mission? You won't get any of the reward, but we're going to be able to keep all of the trash here. I mean, it's going to be worth a decent amount, especially if we, you know, put it all together and compress it down and things like that. So like in terms of money, you know, we're cleaning up the job site for somebody, and then we're saying, you know what, we don't actually want to do the full demo. You can keep your you know, finder's fee or whatever, the money you were going to pay us. You got to find somebody else to do that, but we're at least going to haul this trash off for you, because one man's trash is another man's treasure. And look at this. We've got a full truck of recyclables, which we already know is worth a lot of money. So let's see what all of these broken pieces of furniture are worth. Looks like we're gonna need about $3,000 there, 2,500 bucks. And all this time we've been messing around, our new employee has been hard at work over on the other side of town, so we're gonna go check in and see how he's doing. That was actually kind of clean, not gonna lie. Hey, we're starting to whip this thing, baby. Yes, sir. Right into our lane. All right, let's go see how our boy's doing. Obviously, the ideal would be to be able to finish all of these projects. I just don't know that that's gonna be an option with how slow these guys work. He's still just barely chugging away at this thing. And honestly, we might be a little bit messed up because I messed up with the stairs. All right, Dean, I'm gonna say, can we end this early by chance? We're at 23%. It's probably not going to let us finish. I think you have to be over 50. I'm going to say let's just, I mean, do we have to give him any breaks or anything? Or could we just, He's still actively working. I'm gonna say let's cancel this one. I'm wondering if I think we might have messed it up taking those stairs out. So let me see. There's a medium demolish mission, easy demolish mission right here. We're gonna try this one for Vincent. He had some extra recyclables over here. Okay, we're definitely gonna make sure we're picking these up. Dude, with these missions, we could go full on recycling center, like not even be a demolition or a construction company anymore. We could just accept these contracts, send our workers in to get all of our stuff, all of our recyclables set up, and then we could just ride around town in our green garbage truck here, picking it all up, taking it to the compression booth, and then selling it. But let's go see if we can get him to work a little bit faster, because I feel like his speed is just unacceptable. Okay, Dean, if you can't manage this, you're fired. I'm even gonna do you one better. I'm gonna clean up everything. I'm gonna get all the furniture and everything taken care of for you ahead of time. So you're gonna come in, your only job is gonna be to swing that hammer like your life depends on it. I believe in you, Dean. Please do not let me down. The thing is I really wanted to build kind of like this side hustle thing to see if we could have something going while we're doing other stuff. I want to be able to build a custom house and make it super big and sick and have multiple levels and things like that. And obviously we need a lot of money to be able to make that happen, because the raw lots are expensive. We can't really afford much. So I was hoping we were going to be able to get this thing going, unless it was all on me because we messed up and we took those stairs out so he couldn't reach it and that was making him work slower. But otherwise, this is pretty rough. Dude, this one had the ceiling cave in here. That's really not good. That's a bit of a safety hazard. Good thing we've got our hard hats on and OSHA-approved knee pads and everything else. So we're just going to grab all of this trash. He's going to come in. He's going to have nothing to do but swing that huge, just massive, girthy hammer of his around. Okay, so every piece of trash and every piece of furniture is taken care of here. Now we're going to really get into it. So let's go company. Let's go employees. Dean, get your ass over here. Bro is taking his sweet time, dude. Are you kidding me? Been sitting here forever. I didn't even tell him to come here. He automatically knew to come here as soon as we started this project. Where is he coming from? I can't see him on the map or anything. Dude, this might have been my worst idea of all time. Dean, you're really, there's no way this is a 5-star. I think I'm being punked. I think I got a 1-star worker for a 5-star price. Dean, what is going on? Where are you? Oh, there he is. Oh, look at that sprint. What are you talking about, dude? You were not sprinting like that. Let's see what you got. We're going to run outside. Let's see what we got going on. Here we go. All right, working on our first one. I don't want to jinx it, but I think he might be working a little bit faster. Okay, so we do have the final upgraded, max upgraded if you check our skills. Level 5 demolition tool, so we've got 1.5 speed and 2 times power, which the power is the biggest thing. So we could help him out a little bit if we wanted, and you can just get this really, really quick. It's honestly pretty insane. So look at that right there. Sometimes you get more of these soft spots than others, but yeah, so we could tag team this a little bit. We're at least gonna do this one so we can get paid. I just wish he was a little bit faster on his own. I mean, you just saw right there, we'll take down a big one by ourselves in like half a second. Not half a second, but 7 seconds. Let's see him do one by himself right now. Why are we running around outside? Couldn't you reach it better inside, dude? What's your plan here? 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, bro. Okay, there, he got it. I mean, it's not terrible. At least he's actually working. I do think not having the stairs kind of messed things up a little bit. So at least at this point, it's going to make more sense. Like if we go off to sell this stuff in the pawn shop, which my goodness, this might be the most convenient one of all time. We're going to be able to run this here. We're going to come back and I'm going to expect him to at least have the roof done and maybe start working on some other things. And if you think about it, if we have 2 of him, we could take some of those big $30,000 contracts and, just kind of go do our own thing, not worry about it. And hopefully they would manage that by themselves. The thing is, that's a long way off. I mean, that's, what was it, $150,000 for the second slot? So I feel like it's going to take a long time for them to pay it back. You know what I mean? We were not there for very long, so I feel like that was a little unfair to expect him to have the ceilings done. But all right, let's get to work here. Let's try to help him out. And we're at least gonna finish one of these missions before our business's reputation just goes down the... Ooh, look at that, we were tag teaming that together. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. Eskimo brothers on the demolition here. So yeah, we're gonna finish this thing up, and I'll see you guys once we've actually completed a demo mission. Not gonna lie, this is honestly really satisfying working together here. This is so nice. I mean, he is so much slower than we are. Look at this, 4 swings of the hammer and that thing's down, but it is kind of great. Oh, we're not getting breaking pieces there. That's interesting. It's kind of great because it just, you can hear him working behind you as you're working. You kind of feel like a team here. You're all working on this together. So hopefully, eventually we can get some more workers and we'll just be able to knock stuff like this out like it's nobody's business. And unfortunately, I think we learned today that I'm not going to be able to be an absentee owner anytime soon. I think we're really going to have a hand in this business at all times. All right, he's already got a head start. Let's see if we can beat him here. Come on, Trev. Show him what you're worth. There it is. My goodness. Okay, that's an... I don't think he can hit the soft spots. I really, you know, 5 star is a bit of a stretch here, Dean, but I do appreciate you having the tenacity to be on this team, even though we're making fun of you the entire time. So that's pretty good there. We made 13,500, 150 fame, 1,200 experience. That's pretty good. Appreciate you, Dean. All right, we're going to take this stuff back to the office, and I'm going to see you guys in the morning. This is quite the haul, dude. The thing is, it is going to take us a long time to be able to process all this trash, but I'm really hoping this is going to be worthwhile. We got to think, you know, we paid $75,000 for the worker thing, which it is nice. Even if that's not the way we use them, if we're going to use them more in building houses, at least we have that now. That's an asset that you know, we're going to continue benefiting from for a while. But, dude, look at all this trash. Yeah, This is going to be a big deal, so we just have to figure out how we can fill this generator up. We're definitely going to need more fuel. Wish we could siphon it out of the truck or something, just use this as a mobile gas can, but I'm going to go let's go see what a container of fuel does. We have this container over here. This is a gas, I don't know if it's a diesel or a gas generator. Oh gosh, that's really not good. Dude, could you imagine if we spent all this money on generators and everything and we ended up blowing up our generator because we didn't know what kind of fuel it took? I'm really hoping there's like a fail-safe or something. Technically, so that's a gas canister. It's 60 bucks. I'm gonna buy 2 of these. We're just gonna have some extra gas back at the house. I guess technically we're gonna have to fill these up, but I don't know what they take. I think I'm gonna go with gas. Let's try gas to start, because we've already... This could end up being a mistake. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we're gonna be able to get to, like, you know, wind energy and stuff like that eventually, and technically we could take a bit of a loan to be able to make that happen, but let's just see how this works out for right now. I feel like this is not going to be that much gas, dude. That took very little money and time. That was not good. Dude, if I'm about to mess up my whole day, we saved not too long ago. It shows a little gas can. It doesn't say anything though. Like if I open this up, it doesn't say gas or diesel or anything. I'm gonna go gas. Let's just... Wrong fuel type, dang it. Okay, let's try this again here. We've got some fuel that's as black as my soul. Diesel here. Can we put this in, please? Oh my goodness, dude. That hardly does anything. Watch this bar. It's halfway through that little latch. Are you freaking kidding me? We've got it. We're going to need 20 cans of gas just to get through all this. Is there an option to make this more fuel efficient? Where's our generator at? There's a battery. Obviously, we don't want a battery yet. There's wind turbine. There's solar panels. There is a fuel option. Oh. So we could put a fuel... We've only got $57,000, Trev. It looked like that might have put... Let me double check this over here. I think this is a fuel station spot. So I would imagine you can take the fuel from here and fuel the generator with it, whether we're using these canteens or maybe you can just like pump straight into it or something. But obviously, 50,000's a lot to spend on that, dude. I think we're just going to have to make lots of runs. We're going to get this stuff out of here. Let's go get this thing going as much as we can, and I'm gonna hope that we can at least get through a majority of this. I think that's gonna be a tall order. So if we start taking this stuff, I'm just gonna do all greens to start. We're gonna try to get as many of the same colors back to back. We've got a full truckload of greens now, so we're gonna be able to compress all... Dude, this... It might be worth investing the 50K because we're gonna make a lot from this, but I'm hoping we're gonna make enough that it makes sense for our, we had some extras in here for our future house build. I really want to work on building a house in the next episode. So what we're going to do, let's make sure we get this guy backed up a little bit more. We have enough space for those doors to be able to open, but that's pretty much it. So if we have that like that, perfect. Okay, so we're going to have this locked and ready to go. And you guys know, based on the last episode, this really takes a long time. Oh, we don't want garage. We want the compactor on. Then we're going to fire this thing up. And we just got to get to work as fast as possible. So let's go ahead and hit that red one, hit that green one. We're going to start doing that. And then we're going to have to take these things off, and we're just going to start grabbing the other boxes of glass or whatever this is as soon as we possibly can. So we just got to be as quick as possible here. And we're going to try to get, dude, this is going to take so freaking long. Dude, this is ridiculous. We've got this thing down to a science. Grab this, do a double. But technically, I don't even think you have to put that back, Trev. You can just hold the one box in your hand. But you are going to want it back there eventually because you're going to want to grab this out. You wait for that handle to be good to go. It's done as soon as the green one goes up. Get that out of the way. Grab another one. Bang, bang. That's what I'm talking about. Close these up. Hit that green one, put this back while you're waiting. You don't want to waste any time because we are waiting on fuel. And dude, having to go back and refuel this thing is going to be the worst moment of my life. That's going to be terrible. Don't waste time, Trev. You did that wrong. You got to go this way first. Hit that there, then you put it back. Hold on, I just unlocked the next level of this. If you click this, you shift click and then non-shift click, and it automatically drops it so you don't keep going. So that makes it even more efficient. There we go, dude. This is painful. I am working in inhumane conditions right now. I do not love this, but we're starting to get this thing done. Get it in there. There you go. The good news is this is a lot of glass. This is going to be worth a lot of money, and this is just the greens. The fuel is going to be a major problem, though. It's a question of, do we want to invest in a fuel station that will probably make our life a little bit easier, and we could even eventually upgrade this thing. What is that up there? How did that end up there? I'm not sure what happened, but we can either go the way of recycling, or to be honest, I kind of feel like this was a really nice grind. We got an employee, we got the things we needed, and I feel like this isn't enough to automate on our own time, and it's probably going to be best for us to just take this as an investment into a property and move forward going forward. So we'll see what happens. This is going to be the last one here. Close this up, let that rip, and then what we're going to do, since we don't have anything else to smash, as soon as that's done, we're going to shut this thing off. Oh my gosh, we're almost out of fuel. So it took 3/4 of a truckload for the fuel to work there. But look at this. This is fantastic. I mean, it does make me feel good that we're making the world a better place, and we're taking care of people and you know, cleaning up construction sites. It is wild to think about just... Wait, is this still running? We need to turn that off. I don't know how that was running without power going to it. I don't like the sound of that. I don't know if it would have... Wait, that might be a glitch. What if we turn off the generator and that thing stays running and we could keep using it? We could potentially try that out, but it's crazy to think about how much trash is produced when you're, you know, building a house or existing or doing anything. We should all try to do our part to do a little bit less, especially if we can make some money like we are right here. But we're going to see what all of this glass is worth. Back this up all the way right here. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got one layer of glass complete here. Please tell me this is a lot of money, and please tell me this is going to be worth it. Please tell me this is a lot of money. Please, please, please. It's almost the max level on this. $13,000 to $300, dude. So this is actually pretty, it's a lot of work, let's be honest. We're you know, this is very repetitive, very tough, you know, back-breaking work, but we're making good amounts of money. The biggest holdup is going to be the fact that we're going to have to go back and buy 17 jerry cans just to be able to do the next level of paper or whatever else. I don't even remember how much glass there was too, but like, look at this, 195 metal, dude. That's a lot of money. I can't imagine continuously running back to the, like, that's gonna take so much time. I think I'm buying a fuel station. Let's see what happens. Fuel pump comes with this upgrade. Purchase that for $50,000. I actually love how, like, 10 steps forward, 2 steps back this is. I feel like it's so hard to get ahead. We're looking at big money. It's right there out for the taking, but it's not easy, and I feel like that's how it should be. It says diesel empty and no power. Obviously, oh, we gotta order. Okay, so we're gonna wanna order a bunch of diesel, 1,000 liters of diesel. We've gotta wait for the truck to come deliver it. Tell me this fits. Tell me this fits. Hold on. Oh, look at this long rope. That's what I'm talking about. Wait. We might have to wait until it gets here. Hopefully that was the issue there, but we're going to be able to hopefully fill this thing up, and then we can just keep reordering fuel, and we'll make it all worth our while. Tell me we're actually going to see a fuel truck come around the corner here. Is this just automatically gonna fill it? Oh, okay, that's fine. All right, so if this is full, do I have to press it? Does it need power to be able to run? Do we need a fuel? Turn this on. Okay, fuel's got power. Can I, bro, how does this work? This is gonna run out. How does this work? Is it going? Oh, it's going. Oh my goodness, dude, our generator was about to shut off and then this thing couldn't have run. Is this filling up? Yes, it's filling up. Okay, now we're gonna get back to work. Here we go, baby. Okay, so we want to keep those two working in tandem. I cannot believe what we are having to go through right now. We have no electricity. Trev, you're already wasting gas. I certainly hope this is worth it. Compactor's back online. My goodness, dude, this has been a grind. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know, I swear it feels like every episode we get good ideas and things move forward, and then it's, again, it's, you know, 10 steps forward, 9 steps back. Oh, no, don't shut that off. It feels like we're doing all these cool things. Now we've got a fuel station and an employee housing on our office, but we've got a lot less money than we started with, obviously, so we've got to figure out eventually how to keep things going in the right direction. But at least we're gonna have an employee to help us with building a house, and it's not gonna be a dolo mission. All right, so we've got our last one here, last couple. Throw those in there. Beautiful. That's gonna be the final plastic. Let that thing run. Now we're gonna have to move all the other stuff over, and let's see how this thing is doing. Dude, we almost used everything. Oh my goodness. Okay, shut this thing off. We could keep fueling that up for now. We're gonna have to order another 1,000 liters of fuel just to keep this thing going. How much did that cost us? I'm gonna put this back for right now. Let's reorder diesel. Okay, we're gonna have to get away from fossil fuels too. We need some renewable energy. This might have been a big mistake, bro. We really thought we were doing something here, and I mean, we're gonna make some decent money, but it's definitely cutting into profit. So I'm gonna get through all of our metal as well as our paper. I think is the last one that. Oh, we actually have trash too. So we're gonna try to get everything done all at the same time. And I'll see you guys at the finale. I'm gonna have everything over at the recycling plant, and we're gonna see if this was either a really good or a really poor decision. Whew. All right, we are officially done. I haven't looked at the numbers yet, but I really hope that this is worth it, because that was another like 30 minutes of grinding. We weren't hitting walls, but it's basically the same thing. So the one thing is you can't compact the trash, which I guess that makes sense. So a full stack of trash is going to be worth $2,800, and then we've got another half stack of trash here we can get on the pad when this is done. Kind of a basic resource, I guess. I don't think there's you know, much profit in trash, but the actual recyclables is hopefully where we're gonna make all this worthwhile. Okay, this is where I get nervous. So I'm gonna say, let's go paper first, see what we're doing over here. This is almost full. This is gonna be worth $14,520. Oh my goodness, let's check out plastics. 10,800, and last but not least, metals is gonna be $15,200. So honestly, not bad. I'll take this, thank you very much. I will take this, thank you very much. And I will, come on baby, 15K, that's what I'm talking about. I'll take that, thank you very much. So when we turn these in, unfortunately, we are not going to be at where we started this episode. We started this episode with $120,000. We've got $50,000 now. However, we've got employee housing. We've got an employee. We've got a gas station. We've got a lot of improvements back at the office. So if we want to, ooh, we've got some extra ones over here. I'm just going to leave those for right now. If we want to continue the recycling side of things, we can. I'm probably going to have to a little bit. I'm probably going to have to grind a little bit off screen. I really thought hiring somebody for the demolition missions was going to be like crazy money. I mean, obviously, eventually it will become profitable, but it's also a lot of work. And I think getting into building custom homes might be our ticket. So we're going to focus on that in the next episode. Very excited to build a house from scratch that's all ours, that's not a part of a contract or anything, and we can just sell it for pure profit. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.